All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Back for another quick live lesson. Now, first and foremost, before I get started, as always, I'm going to turn to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakodash. And next, double honors to the head apostle / elder bishop of Great Millstone, who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or forbear. I'm coming out a little bit later than I expected, so I wouldn't make it to my spot before it gets dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get it in right here. But today's lesson is gonna be entitled, "Wherein hast thou loved us?" All right, wherein hast thou loved us? Because in current day time, okay, we are seeing. And when I say we, I mean the hopeful elect, and really the whole nation of Israel, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We are pretty much at the bottom of society right now. All right, we are, we are hated, despised, okay, and still in this day, in our captivity. All right, as the scriptures say. So, a lot of people, they feel like, well, how can you? When we tell them that we give them the good news that you are the chosen nation of the Lord, they say, well, how can that be possible? Look at us. You know what I'm saying? They think that the chosen nation would have riches and fame and power and all that kind of stuff, but they don't understand that this is not our kingdom, all right? Our world is coming in after this wicked, sinful kingdom is taken down, all right? So I'm just gonna bring out a few scriptures and kind of bring out some scriptures that kind of address that topic, all right? So this is the book of Malachi, chapter 1. And I'm going to start at verse 1. And it says, "The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi." It says, verse 2, "I have loved you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob." So our people, they say where, the Lord says, hey, you're my, he's called us out to tell you, hey, you are the chosen people of the Lord. And they say, wherein hast thou loved us? Meaning like how can you say that when you haven't really shown us any love? That's what they say, all right? But once again, the Lord makes good on his word. If they don't understand that the reason why all this came upon us is because we disobeyed, all right? We turned from our laws, statutes, and commandments. We turned from our true power, all right, which is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, we cleaved unto the heathens and worship their gods, all right? That's in, matter of fact, I can get that in Jeremiah chapter 2. Okay, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there real quick. Isaiah chapter 1 and Jeremiah chapter 2 give a good illustration of that. All right, Jeremiah chapter 2. Let's see. Salakia, bear with me. All right, here we are. Okay, so Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse This is Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, "The priest," hang on. Okay, no, actually, I'm gonna move up. This is even better. Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, "Hear ye the word of the Lord, O house of Jacob, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and all the families of the house of Israel." It says, verse 5, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity and are become vain." All right, so he's saying, what iniquity have you found in me? What wickedness or evil have you found in me that you turn from me? Because the Heavenly Father, okay, he did a great deliverance for the children of Israel back in the land of Egypt. All right, not only did he bring them out from the hand of their oppressors, the Egyptians at the time, but when they left, they utterly spoiled the Egyptians. That's found in the book of Numbers. I can't exactly think of where, but it said that they took their gold, their silver, and their fine raiment. All right, so not only did they leave their captivity, but they left their captivity in luxury. All right, until they got to the wilderness, of course. But that was just a test to try them, to see who was going to stay faithful to the Lord in the time of trouble. And that is a perfect illustration of the time we're coming into. All right, it parallels very well because for the elect who stay faithful to the Lord, all right, he's gonna offer a great deliverance unto them And also, you know, they are going to go through, so Lord willing, we're part of that number, going to go through the wilderness to a certain extent. But, you know, he says that he's going to guide us, he's going to protect us. All right. And, you know, if we remain faithful, we're going to make it to the end, and we're going to be entered into the promised land, so to speak. All right. So this time that we're coming into parallels that time greatly. All right. Let's see. So going back to Jeremiah chapter 2, read verse 5 again. Thus saith the Lord, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain? It says, neither said they, where is the Lord that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and of pits, and through a land of drought and the shadow of death, through a land that no man passed through, and where no man dwelt. All right, so our forefathers, they completely forgot the Holy One of Israel. They completely forgot Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, and you know, because of that, that led to their destruction. All right, we're gonna get a little bit more. Verse 7, it says, and I brought you into a plentiful country. All right, so the end of it was good. They, you know, the elect at that time, okay, the ones who made it through the wilderness, they entered into the promised land. It says, and I brought you into a plentiful country to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when you entered, you defiled my land and made mine heritage an abomination. The priest said, where is the Lord? And they that handle the law knew me not. The pastors also transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal, and walked after things that do not profit. All right, and Baal was pretty much the principal idol at that time that our people were worshiping. All right, and in today's time, that idol would be a representative of, or a representative of that idol would be white Jesus. Okay, that's the chief idol that our people worship primarily today. Okay, and I say this all the time. You know, the only begotten Son does exist, but his name is not Jesus. He's not Greek. His name is Yahushua HaMashiach. He's Hebrew. He was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. All right, so verse 9, it says, wherefore I will yet plead with you, saith the Lord, and with your children's children will I plead. It says, let's see. It says, verse 10, for pass over the isles of Kittim, and see, and send into Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing. Hath a nation, so saying, like, look at all the other people of the different lands, all the heathen nations. Do you see them forsaking their gods? No. So why do you children of Israel do it? It says, hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. All right, and because of that, that led to great punishment. That led to great punishment of our people. All right, now, we're going to get that, a little bit of that in Isaiah chapter 1. It's the same sentiment. All right, Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 2, it says, hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, the children of Israel, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. It says, why should you be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and petrifying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. All right, so it's going into pretty much, because you keep rebelling against the Lord, you're going to keep on going through punishment after punishment. All right, that's pretty much what it's saying. So our people, they don't understand that. They don't understand that the reason why, you know, we're on the bottom now is because of our wickedness. All right, and matter of fact, let's get this. It tells you Isaiah 59, I believe. Let's see, Isaiah chapter 59 at verse 1 and 2. I think that's where it's at. Yep, here it is. It says, Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy, that it cannot hear. Verse 2, but your iniquities have separated you between you and your power, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear. All right, so we saw that. Our people went into great captivity. Okay, they lost their heritage, which this was all prophesied of, because once again, man, the Lord, he's not a liar. He cannot lie. So everything that he says in these prophecies, they're going to come to pass. All right, so because of our wickedness, great evil fell upon us, which was prophesied going all the way back to the book of Deuteronomy. Let's go ahead and get that right quick. All right, and I'm gonna make this short. I'm only 10 minutes in, but I'm gonna probably gonna do about 20 minutes maybe, because it's getting dark already. All right, so so this is Deuteronomy chapter 30, and let's see. Deuteronomy chapter 30, and I can really read the whole chapter. I'm trying to find where I can skip to, just get the point across. All right, it says let's see, Deuteronomy chapter 30, and I will read verse 16 on down. It says, actually, you know what? I'm gonna start at verse 11. For this commandment which I command thee this day, it is not hidden from thee, neither is it far off. All right, we were the only nation that had the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. It tells us that in Amos 3:2. He says, out of all the families of the earth have I known. So out of all the families of the earth, only you have I known. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities. All right. So that's the reason why it seems like that the other nations are above us, but that's part of the curses. That's part of the curses of our wickedness. Going back to, if you want to read about the blessings and the curses, read Deuteronomy chapter 28. All right. But it says Deuteronomy chapter 30, starting at verse, I'll start at verse 12 now. It is not in heaven that thou shouldest say, who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it unto us, that we may hear and do it? Because he gave it directly to Moses, and he gave it to the children of Israel. It says, but the word is very nigh unto thee, in thy mouth and in thy heart, that thou mayest do it. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. All right? In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy power, and to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. And the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it. But if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shall be driven away, drawn away, and worship other gods and serve them, I denounce you unto this day, that ye shall surely perish, that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land whither thou passest over Jordan to go and possess it. All right, so if you don't obey these commandments, this promised land that was given to you is going to be taken away from you. It's exactly what's happening today. All right, it says that in Luke 21 and 24. Matter of fact, let's just get that right quick. I'm gonna hold where I'm at. We'll come back to this. Luke chapter 21 and 24. All right, it tells us that Jerusalem is going to be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled, meaning until the Lord returns, and that's part of the curse. All right, because we disobeyed. Okay, so Luke chapter 21 and verse 24, and it reads, it says, 21 and 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So that's exactly what happened. Once again, the Lord makes it good on his word. Going back to Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have said before you death and life, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live, that thou mayest love the Lord thy God, and that thou mayest obey his voice, that thou mayest cleave unto him, for he is thy life and the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Lord sware to thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them. All right, so, that's what's going to happen eventually. All right, but once again, man, our people committed evil, so the Lord had to punish them for that. It tells you that's going to happen also in the book of Deuteronomy. I got to find it real quick. Salakia, bear with me. Okay, here it is. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 31. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 31. And I'll start at verse. I start at verse 24. And it came to pass, when Moses had made an end of writing the words of this law in a book, until they were finished, that Moses commanded the Levites which bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, saying, take this book of the law and put it in the side of the ark of the covenant of the Lord your power, your God, that it may be therefore a witness against thee. Verse 27. So here he's about to prophesy that he already knows that the children of Israel are going to go off, and evil is going to befall them in the latter times, which is where we are right now. We're in the latter times. Okay, but the Lord had a plan. He had a plan to bring us all back. All right, not all, but the elect at least. It says what the other Israelites are going to be there in the kingdom, but that's another topic. We'll get that. They're going to be in the kingdom after they know the Lord through death by pain, as it says in 2 Ezra chapter 9. But I'm not going to go there because that's a whole different topic. We're going to stick to what we're talking about. Deuteronomy chapter 31 and verse 26. Take this book of the law and put it in the side of the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God, that it may be therefore a witness against thee. For I know thy rebellion and thy stiff neck. Behold, while I am yet alive with you this day, ye have been rebellious against the Lord. And how much more after my death? Gather unto me all the elders of your tribes and your officers, that I may speak these words in their ears, and call heaven and earth to record against them. Shalaki. Dang, I want to put on Do Not Disturb. Somebody tried to call me. It says, for I know that after my death you will utterly corrupt yourselves and turn aside from the way which I have commanded you, and evil will befall you in the latter days, because you will do evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger through the work of your hands. And Moses spake in the ears of all the congregation of Israel the words of this song until they were ended. All right, so he already predicted that the children of Israel, he prophesied that they would rebel against the Lord, and evil would fall upon them in the last days. All right, which we're coming into now. All right, we're in the last days, the last days of the last days right now. All right, but the Lord had a plan to bring us all back. Let's go ahead and go to Baruch in the Apocrypha chapter 4. All right, Baruch chapter 4, and I really there's so many more scriptures I could bring out, but for sake of time, actually we'll go to Baruch chapter 2. Okay. And remember, Moses, he said, I know thy rebellion and thy stiff neck. All right, stiff neck meaning stubbornness. This is Baruch chapter 2 in verse verse 28. It says, as thou spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write thy law before the children of Israel, saying, if you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall turn into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. For I know that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. See, so that's what's happening now. Okay, in the land of our captivities, shall we remember ourselves, okay? Because a remnant is getting ready to be saved. All right, we're getting ready to receive the promise that was given unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers. It says, verse, Slakia. Verse 29. If you will not hear me, my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord, their power, their God. For I give them an heart and ears to hear. So he's waking us up. It says, let's see, verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord, and I will bring them again unto the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I had given them. All right, and so there's gonna be many great things that come with that. Okay, so once again, that's happening right now. The Lord is raising us up. We're remembering ourselves in the land of our captivity. All right, now let's go to Baruch chapter 4. All right, and it says, let's see. I'm gonna end it with this. All right, you know, once again, man, just and there's so many other scriptures I could have got, but because it's dark, it's getting dark. I gotta close out. So Salakia, brothers and sisters, you know, I could go all day, but this is all I got for you guys right now. I'll probably make more videos on this topic, but Baruch chapter 4 and verse 21. Okay, it says, "Be of good cheer, O my children of Israel," so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. "Cry unto the Lord, and he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies." All right, because we're in the power and hand of the wicked right now. All right, like I said, our people on the bottom of society. Okay, and generally we are oppressed. We live in the ghettos, the hoods, the barrios. All right, and we are subject to payments. Okay, as it says in Baruch 3:8, we are yet to stay in our captivity. All right, and once again, because this is not our rest, but the Lord is prepared to give us rest. All right, I'll close out with that. Actually, I'll read this and I'll close out with that. It says, "Go your way." So let's like it. "Be of good cheer." Baruch 4:21. "Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord, and he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you. And joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. For I will send you out. I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they shortly see your salvation from our power, which will come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck." So that's coming. All right, we're getting ready to see the destruction of the wicked. All right, Psalms 91 and 6 and 7, I believe, it says, "Only with thine eyes will thou see the reward of the wicked," all right, which is going to be the ICBM nuclear missiles. Okay, it says, "Suffer patiently, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck." Our main enemy, Esau, Edom. All right, this is his kingdom right now. Okay, he's the one that is treading upon our necks. It says, that is persecuting us. All right, but we're going to tread upon his neck soon come. Verse 26, "My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies, because of our own wickedness. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more." That's what we're doing, because as we read earlier in Deuteronomy chapter 30, all right, the Lord is going to give us a heart to ears to hear and a heart to serve him with 100% sincerity and truth. It says, 29, "For he hath brought these plagues upon you. He that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall. So shall she be grieved for her own desolation." And that's talking about Babylon, okay? Mystery Babylon, which is known as the Great Whore in the book of Revelation chapter 19. All right? Which is America. This is the place, this is the land of our captivities. We're waking up and remembering ourselves. It says, verse 30, Baruch 4 and 33. Actually, 34. "For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned in the morning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come whom thou sentest away." So we're all the children, okay, all the children of Israel, the elect, okay, are being gathered up. We are the hopeful elect. They're being gathered up, and they're out here, as it said in Joel chapter 2, that your sons and daughters shall prophesy and see visions and dream dreams. Okay, so he's gathering us, and that's what we're out here doing on the highways and byways, prophesying of the downfall of the daughter of Babylon. All right, which is America. Okay, the great whore. It says, "Lo, thy sons come from thee, Salakia, lo, thy sons come whom thou sendest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Yahweh. All right, so that's what's happening, okay? That's what we see happening now, because our great deliverance is coming. All right, let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9, and then Isaiah 14, and I'll close out. All right, right now, once again, you know, our enemies, they're on top, but the Lord is getting ready to flip the situation. Our main enemy, Esau Edom, is on top. All right, matter of fact, I'm gonna get Malachi. I'll go there first and get that. I'm gonna go back to Malachi chapter 1 and read that full thing, because it lines up perfectly with this. All right, Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1, and it reads, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I love Jacob. Okay, so the Lord is declaring that he loves us. But we say, wherein have you loved us? Just look at the condition that we're in. All right, but I just established it's because of our own iniquity, our own wickedness. The Lord, it was prophesied at the beginning that we would rebel against the Lord and he would bring these evils upon us. It says that the ass and all the beasts that shall be in the, oh no, so like, I was like, why? I was like, that ain't lining up. Malachi chapter 1, now verse 3. And it reads, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. All right. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. So this place, America, is known as the border of wickedness. Esau, Edom's kingdom. All right. The Lord said he's going to tear it down. Okay, he's going to destroy it by way of nuclear fire. We just read about that. It says the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. All right. So their kingdom is getting ready to go down, as he just prophesied in the book of Malachi, chapter 1. All right. He says that he's gonna lay their heritage waste. All right, and then he's gonna lay their heritage waste, and he's gonna make them desolate. Okay, and then after they go down, we go to here, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world. All right, so that in the end of this age, all right, the end of this orderly arrangement. You go into that world. You go into that world. The word world in the Greek, I forgot exactly what it is, but it goes into orderly arrangement. Okay, the end of an age. All right, the end of this government, this system. All right. It says for Jacob, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the children of Israel, they're ruling next. Lord's will, we be at that number. Okay, the elect. Okay, we will rule next. Lord's will. And Isaiah, I'm gonna go to Isaiah chapter 14. I'm gonna close out with that. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1, and it reads, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So we're going to rule over them. It says, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were. Because once again, we went into captivity, okay, under Esau Edom. And we are still here in the land of that captivity. All right, but once again, the Lord said he's going to wake us up. Okay, we should remember ourselves in the land of our captivity and think upon the name of the Lord and praise his holy name. That's what we're doing now. It says, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrows and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. Okay? So that's what's coming, man. Rest. The Lord says he's going to give us rest from our fear and from the hard bondage. Our fear from our sorrow and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. So that's why we always say, man, keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith. All right, because our rest is coming. All right, the Lord already spoke of these things. He promised that he's going to bring us that rest that we so desperately desire. All right, so the Wadi Abba for that. That being said, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, wherever you may be scattered across the four winds of heaven, the four corners of the earth. All praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem and Kakwadash. All right, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of Great Millstone, who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or forbear. Until next time, Shalom. For the thumbnail.